guys feel that fear, not rejection, but like that, I don't know what it is. When you ask a question they don't like, why do they can't be straight up and forward and go, this is it, but instead they go around all the bushes to get around certain answers but never actually finishing that question. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I would say, okay, it depends on the question. One, it could be because if he thinks that the truth will make you not want to continue building this with him or indulging in having experiences with him, he's going to be very reluctant to tell you. So it could be he doesn't want to lose the option of what this is. The other thing could be that he doesn't think the girl can handle the truth. So like, for example, I think a lot of the time when a girl dates a guy, not every girl, but a lot of the time, when she's dating a guy, if they start sleeping together, generally speaking, most women are only sleeping with one guy at a time.
Yeah.
Like, she's not sleeping with multiple guys. Men are not like that. Unless you are in a committed relationship with this guy, assume that he is dating, maybe even sleeping with other women, because he probably is.
Yeah.
And so what happens is, because he could be dating you, he could be really liking you and really liking the way this is going. And he could actually be like, oh, I actually think she could become my girlfriend and, you know, we could take that step together, right? But he's just not at that point yet. But maybe he knows, maybe from how you are with him, certain conversations, he knows that maybe you're not dating anyone else and maybe you're not sleeping with anyone else. You're not engaging with anybody else in that way, but maybe he still is. Now, technically, he's actually not doing anything wrong because he hasn't said he's exclusive. You haven't said you're exclusive, right? You've not had that conversation. But if he's getting the impression that you're already behaving in an exclusive manner towards what you guys have and he isn't, he may think, okay, but it's not that I don't like her, I'm just not ready to take that step yet. Yeah. And he may think that might turn you off the situation by telling you. Now, that doesn't mean that if you ask him, he shouldn't tell you. I agree.
Yeah.
He should tell you. But just be able to handle the answer just in case it's something that you don't want. Right. Because if he's like, you know, like how long you and your boyfriend dating before you made it official?
Oh, a few months.
A few months.
Yeah.
So let's say 3 months. Let's say 3 months, right? At what point were you not open to dating anyone else?
Probably I'm different probably the first week or few weeks. Like you start talking, then when you actually see each other face to face, that's it. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I guess it's different, isn't it? For everyone's in that different. Unless you don't actually say like one to one, go, hang on a minute, are you serious? Like, are you dating anyone else? If you don't have that conversation, then you can't really. So
here's my question. So let's say you made it official, like exclusive and official.
Yeah.
Let's say at month 3.
Yep.
If halfway through month 2, you found out that he had slept with someone else, would that have turned you off him?
Yeah, you're gone. Bye.
But did he do anything wrong?
Well, in that time, I would think, yeah. Because
you've not had that conversation, no?
If you've had that conversation, then yeah. But if you've not.
If you haven't. And I'm saying, I don't know if you had that conversation at month 2.
Yeah, but like for example, say you haven't.
Yep.
Then yeah, you haven't because you haven't clarified to go, yeah, we are exclusive, or yeah, I'm only into you. Yeah. Yeah, you should be a little bit more honest. Go, listen, I have seen other people, but then at the same time.
So what I'm trying to say is, let's say you have that conversation at month 3, and that's when you established a relationship. Him sleeping with someone else, he's not doing anything wrong, but that would have turned you off.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in this, for a guy, it's like, okay, cool. Because the thing is, a guy could be dating you seriously, but he could be sleeping with someone else casually. That doesn't mean he doesn't want you and isn't choosing you. But we know that guys can have sex without emotions, where it doesn't mean anything to him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So if he's like, okay, cool, I'm building something here with Brooke, but maybe I'm having something casual here with Alice.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like, okay, I know when it gets to a point that we're establishing our connection, our relationship, I know I have to call that off and that's not going to be anymore. But until that happens, he might want to do that. So he's not doing anything wrong, but by you knowing the truth of something that he isn't actually doing anything wrong, that could jeopardize the relationship that you now have. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now that's not saying that guys should lie. If you ask him, he should be like, this is the truth. This is what's going on. But that's why guys can be reluctant to disclose that, because it could jeopardize something that he wants. And just because you're not doing it, that doesn't mean he's wrong for doing it. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you mean in that sense. But I think, it just comes down to the type of people. You know what I mean? Obviously, to me, he's just not serious. Like, he's not ready for a relationship. Because...
Why do women think that?
Because if you're if you really want to settle down and be with someone, you shouldn't be wondering, like, where else can I get? Like, where else can I go? If you've got a potential someone there, right?
Yep.
But, you know, it's early on, whatever, and you've got your options, right? Guys have options, okay?
A small handful of guys, but yes.
Not like all guys, right? Take that
I
back.
hear you. Some big facts.
So yeah, quite a lot of guys who are. If you're, especially getting older, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're really serious, you shouldn't want to be like messing around with anyone else. Like, if you're serious about someone, just stay with, like, you know what I mean, work things with them and go through the journey and build that relationship with them instead of trying to build little ones or just have like a...
But he's not building He's not building little relationships. He's just having casual physical intimacy with someone else.
Yeah, no. Not
Because the thing is, a guy can... How can I put this? Okay, there was this survey done. This was like 10 years ago. I found out that most women have a backup guy. Do you know what I mean when I say that?
Yeah, like, not like there's someone in the back, like, they could go to.
So there's like
if something didn't work out,
right,
with their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
There's always gonna be that guy. They could just call and be like, "Listen, blah blah blah."
Yeah. So there's like a guy who's maybe like a male friend,
right?
Who they know likes them.
Yeah.
But she doesn't want to choose him.
Right.
But he's there as like a backup if she gets to a point where she wants to settle down, she hasn't had anyone that she wants, and she's like, okay, he's a good enough option as a plan B. It's not nice, but women do it.
That's so bad.
Yeah, 100%. That's not what you're saying, no?
Yeah, I get you mean that, but I'm just like, the fact, what was the statistics, roughly?
Oh, it was just a survey. I think they surveyed like 500 women, and they said that, I think over 400 of them said that, yeah, they have a male friend in their life that if they got to a point, like, you know, if they were older and they got to a point where they hadn't found anyone, etc., they know that this male friend would be up for kind of starting a family with them and committing to them and having a relationship with them.
Right.
Now, technically, if you found someone that you want, you should end that friendship, because the only reason that friendship is there is for your backup.
100%.
But most women don't.
Yeah, that's...
Because how men and women invest seriously is different. Men invest seriously through their emotional time. So he can be getting to know you. You're the one that he's going out with. You're the one that he's playing board games with. You're the one that you're going for walks with. But he just has casual sex somewhere else. Sex isn't how guys show their investment. That's how women show their investment. Because if you're looking for a relationship as a woman, generally speaking, you're only going to be physical with the guy that you see that with. You're not going to be physical with a guy that you don't.
No.
Right. But you may still receive attention from guys that you don't. You may still receive emotional time from guys that you don't, because it's nice. It's nice if someone makes an effort with us, even if we're not into them.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing. Guys may still receive sexual play from a woman that he doesn't want to choose.
But you like the attention of it.
It's not the attention. Men just like sex.
And we know that.
Right? Women like sex too, but men like... I always say this, but yeah, sometimes men like variety. It's the truth.
It's crazy.
Is it crazy? Is that hard to believe?
Yes and no.
Go on.
It's just... I don't know. I just feel like...
It's not nice to hear. I understand that.
No, definitely not. Don't get me wrong, right? When guys
fucking
are younger...
terribles are here. What the fuck is this?
What is this shit? No, right, when you're younger, right, guys, you are full of like just a sex drive, basically. You're full of like hormones, everything. Like, you just want to go about and whatever. Yeah, do what you got to do, right? Go for it, okay? But then I feel like it gets to a point at your age where you're like, right, now I need to stop. Now I need to sort my shit out. And a lot of guys don't. They just still want to mess about. One thing I will say, actually, you said about that, but like how guys will sleep with someone and have no emotional connection. They can just drop it. Yes. Us females, we are very emotional. We are very sensitive.
Very true.
And that's why it does take ages for us to, you know, build and like get that more of a connection more. But like some guys say to girls like, oh, listen, I'll sleep with you, but please don't get attached, or please don't like, and is that your way, just breaking it down, going, or that's when it's like, we're just friends, like, you know, we're just friends, like, yeah, I'll sleep with you, but we're just friends, so don't get any like ideas. Is that your way going, I don't find you attractive, or there is no hope for us? So is that why they shut it to go, like, excuse it as we're just friends, so don't get feelings, because they don't want to have that tie with them?
So when a guy is saying that to the girl?
The girl, yeah.
Yeah, so that's him saying, this is a casual thing. This is not something that I'm pursuing seriously.
Yeah.
It might be like, I like you as a person. I find you attractive. We have great chemistry. Let's have fun together. But I'm not looking for anything serious. Either I'm not looking for anything serious, or I'm not looking for anything serious with you.
Yeah, with you. That's the thing. Because so many girls like come up to me, they're like, yeah, I've slept with him, but he's like, no, he's not replying to my text the next day, or he's not doing this. And I'm like, that's your sign to go, like, he's not interested. But then I'll say, did he warn you before though? Did he say to you? And when they're like, yeah, they did. And it's
then
like,
that's on you.
That is on you.
And this is what I'm saying. You know how I was saying about we have so much power?
Yeah.
But we're still adjusting to having the responsibility with that power. Like, we live in a society where we can have sex with whoever we want.
Yeah.
Outside of marriage and outside of relationships. It never used to be that way.
No, you had to be married.
100%. You had to be married.
Yeah.
Now you have a lot of girls out here having sex with guys willy-nilly, and they're like, but why are they not giving me the commitment and relationship and reciprocation that I'm giving them? And it's like, well, you have the power of sex, but you have to use that responsibly to serve what you want. So like, for example, the conversation I'll have is, you know, I always advocate, I was like, as a woman, you shouldn't be having sex on the first date if you want a relationship.
No.
For me, that's really simple. But then girls are like, why can't I? And I'm like, you know what? Cool. You keep doing it. Let me know how it goes for you.
I feel like, obviously, I'm not judging anyone, you know what I mean?
No, if you want something casual, do your thing.
Honestly, do what you like, just be safe. But like, yeah, exactly. There are so many things. I still feel like a lady or girl who wants to have that respect from a guy. You don't want to be doing certain things within the first few dates. No. I feel like you don't want to get intimacy so quickly, because I feel like once the guy works, he's like a hunter. Back in the day, you know what I mean, you have to hunt. You're like you go after the girl. If you do basically what they want straight away, you sort of like you've given everything to this guy straight away. So they're like, okay, I don't need to work for you now. I've got what I want. See you later. But if they're generally like, oh, actually want a relationship, I actually want to get to know you, wait. Like, you don't feel like everyone rushes into stuff so quickly, and it's like, just take a step back and like, yeah, just
what it's about. It's about the woman providing the space where he can form an emotional connection with her before having the physical intimacy.
Yeah.
Now, I do think what with women I work with, sexual progression is very effective. So this is when you're not having sex like in the first few dates like that, but maybe the first date, maybe you share a kiss. And maybe the second date, maybe it's a bit more of a passionate kiss and there's a bit of touching here and there.
Yeah.
And then, you know, maybe the third date you go out something, maybe the fourth date, maybe you stay over. If you do stay over, you do not have sex.
No.
Do not have sex. Maybe you do stuff. Maybe you don't. And it's progression. And what's happening is you're building the emotional intimacy and the physical intimacy together.
Yeah.
And generally, the reason that works very well is what ends up happening is he starts investing more in you because he's getting towards the very thing he took an interest in you for initially.
Yeah.
Right? Which is the physical play, the physical intimacy. While he's doing that, he's also forming
that bond
with you. And you guys are having that connection. So then when you do have sex, when you actually do have sex, you've allowed that space, you've built that rapport, and then you text him the following day, he's going to be texting you back. Or even he'll probably text you first.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, hey, where can I see you? Last night was great.
They're excited. They're like, it's like, is it like a dopamine? Like, you know that in your brain?
Yeah.
It is. It's like that, oh, like, I like that. I want that again.
100%.
But because they've had to wait and work for it, they feel like, all right, okay. Like, you know, they get more excited for it. If you give it straight away, it's sort of gone, like that moment, that magic feeling's gone, and it's not the same as it would be
100%.
like after. So yeah, I feel like you just need to, I feel like those people, like you're sitting there going like, why is he not texting me back? Maybe next time go, hang on a minute, let's take a step back. Like, you don't need to, you know, everyone, I think as well, like with social media, like you see all these relationships, you see like, everyone's like, yeah, we're doing this, we're doing that. So they're like, well, I need that. I need to do that. I need to be like this. Like, you know, I want them to be like all over me. Like, because don't forget, people are very different.
People are very different.
People love language as well is different. So people could be physical. Some of it could be, they could do things for you, or that, you know, it could be anything. Like,
yeah.
And I think like people don't realise like way people's manners are, that it's different. Not like, I'm going way off topic from what I was saying.
Go for it.
But like, yeah, people could be like in a room full of people, couples. Some of them could be really touchy. Some of them could be, you know, very quiet to each other because they prefer to be more physical, like in a away time.
Yes.
Or some people are just generally not. Like, they're just like, I don't want you to touch me, but it doesn't mean I don't like you or I don't love you. And I feel like people look around and go, well, why are they like so close together and I'm not?
Yeah.
So then they try and get close to the guy and go, oh, maybe if I just sleep with him, or maybe if I do this and that, then he will be like that. And it's like, no, like you need to get to the person to know why they're not doing that or why this and that. Then it'll be like, okay. But communication is a big thing.
Yeah.
With just dating and relationships in general.
Hope you really enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full episode where that clip is from, then I want you to click right here where you can watch the full episode. And if you're ready to claim your man today, enroll in my program below, and I'll see you there. Wishing you an amazing day.